Welcome back to JSRFMP. I've kind of done some things since we last played, not a lot. And by that I really just mean to say, I always love having surprises like these. Characters! So I basically just sat down for an hour and figured out all the characters, all the secret characters. With one exception, with the exception of the Immortals, which, they're a pain to get, kind of. But that aside, I expect they're going to be unlockable in a normal way next, or not necessarily next, but in a later update. Much like how Garam was at one point unlockable by code, and then in this version of the game, he's now normally unlockable. So I'll just wait to unlock them in a more normal way. Everyone else, like all these characters with codes. Even Rapid 99, I don't have normal 99, but that aside, I believe I have all the super secret characters now, which is kind of entertaining, I guess. I don't know if I'll use them. Oh yeah, Corn does for some reason seem especially entertaining to me. Actually, Yeehaw Yo-Yo is apparently kind of special. It has a cool theme that I recorded a few seconds of that you hopefully saw earlier. Or maybe I'll inject it into the footage now. Either way, Yeehaw Yo-Yo seems kind of cool. So let's start with that, I guess. And I guess we'll talk about this very few things I did off screen. By that I basically mean that all I did was I did one online game. It's actually kind of like all I did. I managed to win a game of Jet Tech. I forgot that Jet Tech was even in this game. Game of Jet Tech in Fortified Residential Zone. I managed to win his Akamu. Which apparently surprised some people. I mean, I don't think it really matters what character you play as for Jet Tech, honestly. Just, especially in Fortified Residential, you just find a place where you can do an infinite loop. And even Akamu was able to do it, the one that I found. I tried to start with one that worked in the original JSRF and was hard to execute here, but I managed to modify it a little more to get more points. Where do we want to go? Well, there are a few characters we should pick up in here first, I think. Do we want to use any weird stuff? Let's just have some dynamic weather. Is there any actual weather I want to try out? Because we have a lot of weather options now. Fog, I'm really just interested in what fog would look like, actually. Okay. Now I can stop hunching over my computer. Play this game properly. There we go. That's beautiful. Also, I figured out, that's another thing I did. I need to bend over again. The orbit camera, it's in camera settings naturally. Default. In fact, I'm using right now, default is not the default option, but whatever. Look at that, he's got that beautiful, whatever he has in his mouth, I'm not completely sure actually. And the hat, yeah, it has a little gun on his pocket, that's beautiful. It's weird playing as Yo-Yo with actual yellow skates now, I'm used to playing as old man Yo-Yo. Anyways. Yeah, I'm probably not going to play as this for very long. But I want to at least acknowledge this guy's existence. Ah! Let me confirm without needing to use the mouse. I'm not really sure what losing is even considered here. And do I wait for the day we can actually navigate and use the controllers? I personally would have land right on someone. And to me, controller navigability would have been something that I would consider part of the first pass. I mean, it's already getting dark in here. I'm making menus, as opposed to waiting to add controller support later. But again, this is being designed by a single person. Their preferences and how to play kind of take priority, naturally. I wasn't trying to jump there, I didn't press the jump button. Thank you. This controller, it usually gets more tame. Oops. Oh! This controller gets a bit more manageable usually over time. As I use it. But when I first start out on a given night, it's usually pretty rough. Is Clutch somewhere around here? Apparently Clutch has had some very amusing happenings, some very amusing accidents in this version of the game. I think there's more than one place you can appear. Not back to where it usually appears. Or rather, where he appeared last time. Yeah, he's still there. I think there's more than one place you can appear. Or he doesn't always appear, or something weird like that. Oh, what? Huh, yeah. Another reference to the original JSRF. You actually need to have graffiti souls before all technology. That's interesting. Alright, well, we can do that easily. Surprised you don't need more, honestly. I won't complain. Beautiful. And I probably won't like marathon unlocking all these characters that we already had unlocked prior to the new update. Speaking of which, by the way, this is a new version. Actually, amusingly, I managed to unlock. So when I sat down and unlocked all the code characters, I actually did it after the newest bug fix update was released. But I hadn't updated yet, and I hadn't realized this until afterwards. Apparently the code for one of the characters was made more difficult in this update. So I managed to make things easier on myself by, at the last possible moment, I can just hold the right trigger and hardly waste any cannons here. It's wonderful. I managed to make things easier on myself by not updating. Make some stuff up here. And honestly, I imagine some people probably find the constant yeehaws pretty annoying, but at the same time, if you're used to playing JSRF, you're just used to hearing characters say whatever all the time, over and over and over. Oh, also, one thing I've also heard about. his sleeves and stuff, he's always smiling too. That's awesome. Oh, he's got a little pin on his hat. Or something like that. It's his little icon. That is cool. It's a cool looking dude. It'd be cool if all the Joe characters had this much work put into them, actually. So I imagine this one though, I can't put her hood on or anything. No. Alright. Yeah, that would be cool. Among the secret silly unlockable characters, this one's kind of unique, I think, in that it stands out in being a bit more, has a bit more work to put into it and more thought. It's a bit more amusing to me because of that. Has a little bit of an identity beyond just the Yeehaw voice clips. Unlike, say, Alright Corn, who I still find very funny because I find the particular voice clip that he uses kind of funny. But it's just otherwise just normal Corn with a little bit of yellow on him. Well, that's probably part of why Yo-Yo's skates seem weird to me. I think his skates might be more yellow here for Yeehaw Yo-Yo. Those secret characters usually have a bit of yellow on them. I don't know why they have yellow specifically to differentiate them from other versions, but they generally do. I see, it's the tag up there. I was just looking for which tag I was missing. I haven't been paying attention to which street challenges I haven't done. Don't know if there is an air combo requirement I haven't met yet. We'll have to see. Ah! Whoa! It's like graffiti. Alright, so dare I bend back over my computer to look at the street challenges? Oh, air combo was the only one I had. Okay, so just 3 more to make appear. Also, I might as well show this off actually. One thing I'll do. Screenshot mode, a cool new thing here. So, unfortunately, one thing you notice is that the light trails are really awkward here, how they work. This is because I have dynamic light trails on, or not dynamic, hybrid light trails on, which uses light trails faithful to the original JSRF on your character and JSRFMP light trails on anyone else. Original JSRF light trails are like this. They do this weird stuff here, where it just kind of gets drawn on the screen in a weird way. Whereas JSRFMP light trails are actually 3D objects, to my understanding. If you're gonna take a screenshot, like the one that I took for the thumbnail for this video, you're gonna want to, where the light trail is actually visible, you're gonna want to have normal light trails on, or the JSRFMP light trails on for everyone. It's so cool. I especially like how you have the blur. That you can toggle. And if you take a screenshot, it'll actually be upscaled too, which is even cooler. If you want, at least. Also, actually, another thing. You'll now notice the game actually pauses when you pause in offline mode, which is really cool. That's an important improvement. Actually, speaking of little improvements, I had heard that this was fixed. You can't grind around here forever anymore. Doesn't look like it. It was amusing to be able to do that, but it's not like you can't just still keep going there forever or anything. Is there still a refusal to make appear? I have to check. Nope. Cool. It sounds like some people still have issues with Joe Street specifically, with like the issue that I had. Awkward thing being, of course, to fix a bug you need reproducibility generally, so you can actually tell if it's fixed or not. And Screen User himself has a very hard time ever encountering that bug, and that's to say that I don't think he ever has. Curious why that is. I think I've seen some people suggest that it might be related to whether you do multiple. Unless it would be Geosphere specifically. It might just be the challenges there, but I think some have theorized it has to do with doing multiple challenges at once. If you somehow manage to... There has to be another refusal somewhere. There it is. If you manage to make more than one soul appear at once, it'll cause that glitch to happen. I don't know if that's the case or not. You know what? Now we can thoroughly analyze everything. Get a nice close-up of the graffiti soul. I do notice that the thinnest part of it seems to have some kind of texture or something on it. I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's just a weird lighting effect or something else. Can't tell if it's like generated or actually a texture. The free souls definitely do look a bit different in this game though, although I don't think really for the worse. I think I'm kind of ambivalent on how they look in this game as opposed to JSRF. Well, it's interesting how they rotate differently. It's got a little bit more character to it. Anyway, 0 beat. We can finish off this episode with chasing this guy down. Actually, I'll probably extend the episode more than it should, but... I don't know. Hello. We can't, like, go through here, can we? No, I don't think so. Interestingly, you can see through here, and it doesn't look too bad. You get stuck, though, eventually. Odd little detail. Oh, huh. Seeing still a sign there. Fire. Shoes and clothes. Not the unforgettable fire, though, unfortunately. Clutch, you must be such a poor dude if you think that 3 souls is a lot, but okay. So apparently people have seen reports of him seen cases of him getting hit by cars, though. In one case in a video I saw even getting hit by a car during that little cutscene, which is hilarious. Guy's still paying the cat chase though. A little hard to see in here. Oh! Well. We got some lights now. Yeah, it feels like Benton's showing here now. Not like 99th Street necessarily, but like back in original Jet Set Radio almost. Jeez! I can't unpause if I pause though with the controller. Yeah, this one particular part here, he just hesitates to get hit by the cars. Apparently though, if he actually gets killed by the cars, that will actually count as him being defeated. Which is fairly entertaining. When did this happen? Oh! Where you go? No! Alright, I'll see you guys next time. That's all I get for turning on automatic transitions. Oh well.